Hello everyone and welcome to the Outdoor Gear Guide. Today we're looking at the C11 CO2 BB pistol from Crosman. I'm going to be doing an overview, giving you some specs, and then I'll have a video coming out later where you'll get to see it in action. I'll do a chronograph on the feet per second, and then you'll also get to see the accuracy. So it comes in a nice little box here. You can see the specifications. It's a smooth bore steel barrel, just under 7 inches long. Capacity is 20 BBs. However, 19 is a little more comfortable. It's kind of hard to get 20 in there. Let's see what else here. Runs off of 12 gram CO2 cartridge, which I have found is good for about at least 5 magazines, and then it starts to drop off from there, but you can get easily 6 or even 7 out of it. They claim it is up to 480 feet per second. We're going to test that coming up. Great for plinking, target shooting, backyard fun. And this thing is very accurate. I've owned several of these, and I've even taken a gopher with it. So it is very accurate for a CO2 powered air pistol. Here's the manual, owner's manual. Some padding here just to protect it. And it is a very good unboxing. I've had other ones that were much worse. We have to cut open plastic or whatever. So this is kind of nice. You can see it's got a Picatinny rail there. I've actually already damaged mine, but Picatinny rail there. You can mount a laser, a light, whatever you choose. Here's the magazine clip. To load it, you'll pull down this tab right there, tilt it, and drop your BBs in there till it comes up to here. And then I like to hold this right here closed to keep them from spitting out. And then you'll just pop that until it contacts the BBs there. And then, let's see, here's your safety. It's pretty simple. Safety on, safety off. Here's where you put in the CO2. This, you can kind of open it to there, or you can take it off all the way. So there's a little gasket in there. I see they've updated that. I've had a previous model and it started leaking there, so it looks like they have a little better design in there. And then you can see here's the thing that tightens the CO2 to get it to puncture and go against the seal there. Here's your sights. It's pretty basic. They're just polymer. You've got a little white dot there to help you find that in low light, which is nice. And then you can see they did update a few things. This is the newest model. An older model of the C11 had a shorter safety there, which I actually liked, because this one is a little more prone to getting taken off of safety when it's in the holster for a while. This one is made in Taiwan. The older model was made in USA, so that was kind of a little disappointment there, but it feels pretty well built. It's lasted a while. I pretty much get one every year, so it lasts me a year of use pretty much, till there's something wrong with it, and I just, whether it's its fault or my fault, and then I get a new one. So it's pretty relatively cheap. I've seen them around $40 to $45, and they do have it's called the Phantom P10, and that is a cheaper version made for, I think, Walmart, and so I wouldn't recommend that. It's just not as accurate, I've heard, but this one here is a pretty good model for the price for sure. So this is the BBs here. Recommend the Crosman Copperhead. They're 5.1 grain steel and then coated in copper. And then you're going to need some CO2 cartridges, of course, which look like this. This is the Crosman Powerlit CO2. You can use other companies, but these have, lots of performance in them. So I haven't tried, a lot of other brands. So as for the feel, it feels a little bit compact. It's, somewhat of a compact gun. It's a bit wide, but yeah, it feels pretty good in your hand. So this is a semi-automatic model. It's more actually like a double action, but it's a repeater, so you can just shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. It does have a bit long trigger pull. That's something I don't really like about it. So overall, I think it's a great gun. One thing here to note is that this clip is the same as several other manufacturers. I've seen Umarex, other companies have used the same clip, so it is interchangeable with a few different guns as well. And it does weigh about 18 ounces, I believe, without the CO2. And another thing I'll just mention is that this is a non-blowback model, so that's why that you can get all the feet per second that they claim, because on blowback models, some of the gases actually operate the slide, so that takes away some of the pressure from what it can put to the barrel in the projectile. So overall, I think it's a great little gun. It is pretty powerful and, pretty decent for its price. So it does come with a 1-year warranty. So check out the video I have coming soon where you can see it in action. I'll also do a chronograph test and see how close to the advertised feet per second it actually is. And then I'll also show you the accuracy it has. Thanks for watching.